The Titans are now 5-11 after a 26-3 beatdown by the Houston Texans. And guys, I honestly can't wait for this season to be over with. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Titan Uprising here. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, comment, whether you are an opposing fan or not. Love the comments, love the feedback. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. My goal is to get to 500 subscribers. I'm about 180 off. So if you can make that happen, please do. Also, Happy New Year to you guys. I have a young family, so I haven't done much in the past couple years. I love waking up without a hangover, though. It's pretty great. I hope you guys had a good time, and I hope you guys have a great 2024 ahead of you. But guys, this was a beatdown by the Houston Texans, and it's hard to believe that this is only the second time the Titans have been blown out. Remember, we were blown out by the Cleveland Browns also. We have had 7 one-score games. So, it might not feel like it, but, this team isn't super far off. But, we'll dive into it here. And like I said, 7 of their losses have been one-scores. Now, I clearly think that, one of the major issues with this team is coaching. I'm not necessarily saying go ahead and fire Mike Vrabel, but if Rand Carthon decides to go out there and go that route and fire him, I can't say I'd blame him because Vrabel was here before Rand was. Rand might want his own guy. Vrabel's a defensive coach. Our defense isn't that good. I know that, John Robinson screwed this franchise for years, and I made a video. If you have not watched that, please do. I did a really good breakdown of it. John Robinson set this franchise back for a couple years, and we're seeing the repercussions from it. We know Vrabel can do good with a good roster, but that's not necessarily a good coach. I think a good coach brings out the best in players. A player that might not be that good, and a coach can bring him out. That's good coaching. Anybody can go out there and coach a Justin Jefferson. He's already a stud. So, I want to see this team develop undrafted free agents like Tier Tart, but we lost him. I want to see that. That proves that coaching is an asset and coaching is good. Now, oddly enough, the Titans have a 1,000-yard rusher and a 1,000-yard receiver in Derrick Henry and DeAndre Hopkins. The last time the Titans had this or did this was in 2020 with A.J. Brown and Derrick Henry. That year, they went 11-5 and lost to the Ravens in the playoffs at home, which sucked. Watching that. Now, like I said earlier, those 7 one-score games that we lost are the difference between a 5-11 record, which Tennessee currently sits at, and a 12-4 record, which would be, top 2-3 in the AFC. The Titans used to win these games. They just don't have the talent for it. They really don't. This team just and also the coaching, like I said, this team just constantly commits penalties all the time. Roughing the punter yesterday against the Texans. That was horrible. They went right down after and scored a touchdown. That's a 7-point swing. You just can't have that. That's how you lose football games. And Vrabel sits there and he just shakes his head. Well, you know what? I'm getting sick of him sitting there shaking his head because I get so mad watching it. Like, hey, if you're sitting there shaking your head, who are you blaming? If it's coaching, that's on you. What are you shaking your head for? You already fired your special teams coordinator. You're going to fire the backup one too? This is on coaching. What you guys do during the week, you're not coaching these guys up. And, for him to sit there and shake his head, it really just irks me. It gets me going. I don't like seeing that. Now, whether that's directly his fault or if it's the coaches under him, and if it is, I'm sick of seeing this buddy system with him and his coordinators. I think it's time for us to go out and hire someone that does not have any ties to the Houston Texans or the Tennessee Titans. Go outside and grab somebody, okay? Stop doing this buddy system stuff. I'm sick of seeing it. Dylan Radins showed some emotion after the game, and he has a quote here. He said, "It's not like we're not trying. It's just very frustrating. There's no excuses for playing like this. Fans pay good money. We owe it to ourselves to play better. It's just a frustrating lack of execution." You're damn right it is. Glad someone's saying it, though. They're frustrated just like we are. I'm sure they are. The Titans' offensive line allowed 6 sacks for the second week in a row. Last time they played the Texans, which was 2 weeks ago, they surrendered 7 sacks. Do the math here, guys. That's 19 sacks in 3 weeks. This offensive line is horrendous. Levis knocked out of the game second time this season because of this piss poor offensive line. And now I know why he gave the offensive linemen suitcases for Christmas. Time to pack your bags, boys, because we're getting rid of all of you but one, and that's Peter Skoronski. Ryan Tannehill, who I get sick of seeing in there, had to come in the second quarter for the second time this season, coming in for Will Levis, and finished the game. And afterwards, he said he felt like John Wick at the end of the movie. If you guys have not seen John Wick, he's a bloody mess, got shot, stabbed, beat up. So the fact that he says he feels like John Wick at the end of the movie lets you know just how bad this offensive line is. It's worse somehow than last year, which I did not think was possible. He got his ass kicked all game long. This is just such an embarrassment. It really is. Andre Dillard, by the way, is now tied for the most sacks allowed this season with 12. And he hasn't even started all the games. That's embarrassing. Jalen Duncan is now tied for 4th most sacks allowed with 9. He's not even started half the games. So, yeah, that's how bad these guys are. The secondary is trash. They can't cover. Stroud was just picking this defense apart and just taking what was being given. He was just dinking and dunking left and right sidelines, and we just didn't do anything about it. The only positive here is that Landry got into double-digit sacks and now has 10.5. The Titans are actually the only team to have 2 players with double-digit sacks this season, Harold Landry and Danico Autry, which is just amazing, actually, to think about. We better bring Autry back. We need to. We need to have him. The team has a pass rush. We have the defensive front. We do. We have that. We know that's a strength. But it doesn't matter if the secondary can't cover for more than 2 seconds. It doesn't matter. We need corners. We really do. The needs are what they have been and they continue to be, which is offensive linemen and corners. A wide receiver or 2, sure, that'd be nice, guys. It really would. I'd love to have a couple flashy wide receivers to go along with Hopkins, but we need to protect the quarterback, and we need to stop opposing teams' quarterbacks from throwing all over us. And I want to be able to see what Will Levis can do next year with a competent offensive line. I truly think he is the answer for us at quarterback. We just need to keep him healthy, upright, and give him time to throw the ball. And I hope we don't waste this kid's talent in his young career. I really do. I really hope we don't. It's going to suck if we do this, guys. 3 teams right now are tied at 9-7 in the AFC South, and the Titans aren't one of them. They host the Jags next week, and the Titans currently hold the number 7 pick. If this team would have lost to the Dolphins, by the way, we would have jumped from 7 to 5. That win against the Dolphins, as nice as it was on Monday Night Football, fun for us Titans fans, is going to bite us because that 5 pick, let's say we lose this week, we can creep up maybe to 4, possibly, if we were at 5 currently. But that's not going to happen now. We want Chargers to win, and we want Patriots to continue to win. We want Giants to win, Cardinals to win. Let's get all those teams that just get them away, right? We want those teams to win. And those teams are going to be facing some tough games here. The Cardinals I hope they win. They just beat the Niners, so it's possible. We want to get into that 5 or higher. We're not going to get probably 4 or 3 for the pick, but I have a feeling we're stuck at 7, which sucks because I feel like if we were 5 or higher, a team could try to trade up with us to get a quarterback and we accumulate picks. But I don't know if that's going to happen. Maybe a quarterback slides that someone really likes and we can get picks that way, or somebody like Joe Alt is sitting there. Guys, I'm going to be doing numerous mock drafts. I'm going to be doing a lot of off-season videos to let you know what I think happened to this team, what the route is to go forward with. So stick with me throughout the off-season. I'll be posting videos continuously, about 2 a week. Now, guys, I'll do a breakdown of the Jags game later this week. And I've been wanting, like I said, to see Will Levis develop and continue to grow. But at this point, I'm hoping that they shut him down for the rest of the season. I really do. I don't want to see him get hurt anymore. I really don't. He has a new injury, not just the ankle now, it was the foot. And guys, let's be honest, no one can develop behind this offensive line. Let's just shut him down. It's one more game. But I will say this, make it interesting for the fans. Throw Malik Willis out there, okay? I want to see what he can do. Maybe he shows you something. And if he doesn't, maybe he shows another team something. If you really don't like him, you can trade him. There's no benefit of putting Ryan Tannehill out there. It doesn't benefit anybody, okay? It really doesn't. Put Malik out there, see what he can do, make it interesting for the fans to watch, okay? Nobody, and I'll be honest with you guys, nobody wants to see Ryan Tannehill out there again. The comments I see on Twitter, Bleacher Report, nobody wants to see that. Give us what we want. Respect us fans as our wishes. Put Malik Willis in there, please. Try some different guys out. You know, I'm not up here for playing spoiler. If we win a game and it puts us to the freaking 10 pick or higher, or you know, higher like 11 or 12, I don't want that. I'm not here for that. I want the 7 pick or lower. I really do. So guys, that's where we're at. Unfortunately, I'm kind of anxious for the season to be over with already. I'm looking forward to the draft, the scouting coming up, or that's been going on already, I should say. But I should say the combine coming up. You know, it's gonna be interesting what we do. We have holes. We have a lot of cap room. Free agency is gonna be fun this year. But hey, one more game left, and bear with me, guys. I'll be doing a video on this one as well. Hey, as always, Happy New Year and tighten up.